Wysteria, energy, twister. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Legends of Britany. The prop of Britanny is next. La Brie. Morvan, chief of Lyon, so celebrated in the history of the 9th century as one of the upholders of Breton independence, and known to tradition as the prop of Britanny, in the subject of a remarkable series of ballads or hero tales in Breth, which together constitute what is almost an epic. These tell of his life, death, adventures, travels, and the marvellous feats of daring do he accomplished. In some measure he is to Breton legend what Arthur is to British or Holger to that of Denmark. That he is familiar to Breton tradition there can be no question, and whether Mercure himself wove the following adventures around him or not, they are certainly typical of the age in which the hero flourished. Morvan's first adventure. One day the child Morvan was sitting at the edge of a forest when a cavalier issued from its depths, armed at all points and riding a great charger. The boy, excited by his martial appearance, ran from him in terror, calling out that here indeed was Saint Michael. But the cavalier rode so swiftly that he soon came up to the lad, who devoutly threw himself on his knees and made the sign of the cross, calling out, "Signor Saint Michael, in the name of God, I pray thee do not harm me." The knight laughed loudly. "Why, lad," he said, "I am no more Saint Michael than I am a thief, but merely a belted knight, such as one may meet with by the score in this land of chivalry." "I've never seen a knight," replied Morvan. "And what may that be which you carry?" "That is called my lance, my boy." "And what are these that you wear on your head and breast?" "The one is a casque, and the other a breastplate. They are intended to protect me from the stroke of sword and spear. But tell me, lad, have you seen anyone pass this way?" "Yes, signor. A man went by this very road not half an hour agone." "Thank you, boy," replied the knight. "If you are asked who spoke to you, say the Count of Quimper." And with these words, he spurred his horse and set off down the road in the direction which little Morvan had indicated. Morvan returned to his mother, who had been sitting some distance away, and began to tell her of his meeting. It was so full of the gallantry of the knight he had met, his grace and martial bearing, that the good dame could not stem the torrent of words which flowed from him. "Oh, mother," he babbled on, "you never saw anyone so splendid as him who I have seen today. A man more beautiful than the Lord Michael the Archangel, whose image is in our church." His mother smiled and patted him fondly on the cheek. "Come, my son," she said, "there is no man so beautiful as Archangel Michael." But little Morvan shook his head. "Saving your grace, there are, my mother," he said gravely. "There are many men more splendid than Saint Michael. They are called knights, and how I wish I might grow up and become a knight too." At these words, the poor lady, who had lost her husband in the battle, and who dreaded that her only son might be taken from her, was seized with such dismay that she sank to the ground unconscious. The little Morvan, without turning his head, entered the stables and led out a fresh horse. Jumping lightly on the steed's back, he turned its head in the direction in which the splendid cavalier had gone, and he rode hastily after him. And that is Morvan's first adventure. Following this knight he is, or cavalier, whatever you want to call him. But I wonder, what will happen? We will know when we come back. Thank you for listening to the start of Morvan's adventures. Many blessings. Wysteria, energy, twister.